I leave the TV on, I'm done with your sad eyes. I can take another night with you on like this. So let's go, I'm sure you can take it. You've been crying over him for a lifetime. So if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past sleep. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. I know, I know, I know, I know.
Hey y'all, welcome back for another video full of cleaning motivation. I needed to make a quick list of everything that I wanted to get done today while Oliver was napping because I knew I would be here, there, and everywhere if I didn't physically write down what I needed to do. Parts of my house were completely destroyed, and then other areas just needed some straightening up. I have been loving using the hours between like 2 and 4 o'clock to tackle the daily mess because that way when it's time to put Oliver to bed that night, all I have to do is pick up dinner and then shower, and it has been quite the game changer. I also sometimes love just hopping in the car at nap time and grabbing some food while he sleeps in the back, and it just kind of depends on the day that I'm having. Y'all know if you're a mom that some days you feel like Superwoman and you can get a ton of stuff done, and then other days you wonder to yourself how you're ever going to survive until bedtime. But anyways, I love to get an iced coffee around this time in the afternoon because it gives me something to look forward to and a little happy in the middle of a really chaotic day. So today I'm starting out by throwing a load of dishes in the dishwasher. I'm going to straighten up the counters and clean up the stove. I needed to mop the floors so bad on this day, so I went ahead and pulled the mop out. We're going to be getting lots of things done in today's video, so if you're in need of some motivation, whether it's nap time for your kids or bedtime, or maybe they're running wild all over your house right now, I am here to keep you company as you get it all done. And at the end of the video, Oliver is actually going to be helping me clean up his room after he wakes up from his nap, and he always really likes doing that, so I had to wait for him on that one, but that's kind of what's going on today. Let me know how y'all are all doing in the comments below. I would love to chat with you, and thank you so much for stopping by today's video.
The same way I want you, almost so easy. Baby, there ain't nobody like you. No, it's true. Could do the things you do just like you. Baby, there ain't nobody like you. Do you feel the same? 'Cause I got high hopes. Do you want the
A lot of times I'll just wipe down the stovetop and I won't go to all this trouble, but on this day it was a little extra gross, so I just took my Barkeeper's Friend and my copper scouring pad. I found these at Edwards and I talked about them in last week's video. They are so good, and this combination together is the perfect duo for getting all of those spots off of your glass stovetop. It works so well. It leaves it looking perfect, and then when I'm all done with that, I always take my spray and shine it up.
Just a game, 'cause I got high hopes. A collision of decisions whirling in my heart, and my vision, a rescission, has never been this hard. I got wasted when I tasted the sweetness of your lips. We're not ready, we're unsteady, I'm stuck inside your grip. I'm going down, down, down like a waterfall. You're keeping us.
For Oliver, I have found that he sleeps the hardest during the first like 30 minutes of his nap, and so I will use that time to do all of the banging around in the kitchen because I know it won't wake him up. And then after the first 30 to 45 minutes of his nap, I will head into the living room and the office, the hall, places that are far away from where he's napping because I know that he is sleeping a little bit lighter at that point. So I'm just going to finish up in the kitchen here. I'm going to scrub out this sink, and then we're going to head over to the nook. We're going to be doing some vacuuming and mopping. I wanted to find a new centerpiece for our table. Y'all know that if you've been watching me for a while. I put out those moss balls for all of my 4th of July decor and Memorial Day decor. but I just kind of realized that they weren't really big enough. They didn't make the statement that I wanted, and so I took those off today, and we're going to put something temporary there for now that looks a little bit better. It's just stuff that I already had sitting in my garage, and then at some point I need to figure something out for that table. I actually am going to get a new kitchen table very soon, and so I'm just kind of uninspired with that area, but for now we're going to switch it up a little bit and make it look a little bit better. As I was vacuuming, I noticed there was some splatter down here. I think it either was spilled coffee or something that splattered up on this counter. And this area over here always gets kind of messy because it's right below the sink. It's where I load the dishwasher, and there's always some sort of splatter. So I went ahead and took care of that. And now we are mopping this side of the kitchen. I'm still using my Mr. Clean Gain Scented Floor Cleaner, and it smells so good. It makes your whole house smell like clean laundry. I say that every time. I think I say it in every video. But anyways, it's the best floor cleaner ever. And I'm going to do this side of the kitchen first, and then we're going to move on to the nook. I'm going to decorate the table, and then we'll clean the floors on that side of the kitchen.
Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now.
What I really would like for the center of this table is one simple item that makes a really big statement, but I'm still on the hunt for something. So for now, I put that little wood tray down that I use all the time, and I just put a vase on top with some stems from Hobby Lobby, and I think that looks really pretty for now. I added a candle and some salt and pepper shakers, and I'll be on the hunt for something, so that'll be coming soon. I may even just go ahead and buy the kitchen table. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in here, but Oliver is too big for that high chair. He's ready to sit at a regular table, and for this one, we just have these two chairs, and I could put some more chairs at this little table, but I'm kind of thinking we need something a little bit larger, maybe even something rectangle with a bench behind it so I can just kind of smush it up against this wall when we're not using it. That way we have more room. I don't know. I'm just kind of brainstorming out loud, but we'll figure out what we're going to do in here later. For now, this looks a lot better than that little bowl of moss balls. Lots of you said, well, just put it on a riser or put it on some books, and I tried that, and in my opinion, it still kind of looked a little bit too dinky for this little table. So we're going to stick with this for now. I'm going to go ahead and finish vacuuming up the floors in here. We're going to vacuum in here, and then we're going to head into my extremely messy living room. So for the living room, I had like 3 different loads of laundry I needed to fold. I had clothes that I needed to hang up. I had just a mess from Oliver's toys, pillows strewn everywhere. There was a big box of Oliver's clothes in the hallway that no longer fit him, and we have to go donate those. I had so much to do in here, so we're going to go ahead and start by picking up the mess, and then we'll vacuum the rug. We're going to also mop the floors in here. My floors were so gross on this day. This is our little hall area. It's not really a hall, but it's like the little area leading up to the bedrooms back here. And it has that little gray bench with Oliver's toys in it, which has been so handy. I can just shove them in there, close it, and you don't even know they're there. But then we have Opie's little house, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. So let me know down in the comments below what y'all do with your dog's house, or if you have like a little spot for him to be after he comes in from outside and he's muddy, or if he just needs a place to be that's kind of contained. Let me know what you do, because this is the only spot I can think of in our house where this is kind of out of the way, but it's still in our way. So I know that we have a smaller house, so this may be our only option, but I would love to know what y'all do for that. I was thinking maybe I could just put a bed in our guest bathroom and we can just shut the door if we need to get him contained for any reason. I mean, he runs wild in our house all day long. It's not like we lock him up, but after he comes in from outside and he's muddy or something, he'll go in his house. And he also just likes to go in his house and lay down. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. It's right in the way of the hallway or that little walkway, but that's what we've done since we moved in. He's either been over here where the piano used to be or in that area, because there's not really any other great spot. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this living room cleaned up and whipped back into shape. I had a ton of laundry to fold, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I did it later on this night after Oliver went to bed, because I had so much laundry and I knew that was going to waste a lot of the nap time, so I just kept hustling. Oliver stuck his little chocolate fingers on the back of the couch, so I'm going to probably take care of that in next week's video. I need to steam clean these carpets, and I'm just going to do those two things at the same time. I really want to get this carpet cleaned up, and then I'm going to take it over to my sister's office. She really wants to use this in her office, and I'm going to be getting a new living room rug, and I'm so excited. I have loved this rug for the last 2 or 3 years, and I've even had 2 different of the same one, but y'all know that I've reordered this rug twice and we love it. The only problem is it's shag, so it gets mushed down, and this is a super high traffic area, and so I kind of want to get something that's a different material, different texture, and something that's a little bit more neutral for this space. This is neutral, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all will see my vision when I show you my new rug. But anyways, that rug will be going pretty soon, and we'll be getting a new one. But for now, we're just going to vacuum it up. We're going to vacuum up this entry area. I got a Pop and Go playpen from California Beach Co. Super excited to use that. If y'all have been on the hunt for one of these, it's like the most highly recommended beach tent for babies. If you need to go to a ball game or the park or the beach or the lake and you need somewhere to keep your toddler or baby contained, this is like the tent to have. I've never used it, but I've just heard really good things about it, and I got a discount code for y'all. It's 10% off, and I'll leave that link down in the description box below if you've been on the hunt for one of those. But 10% off is great. It's already not super expensive, so it's a great thing to have if you are a mom of toddlers or babies, and I'm excited to put that to use this summer. But let's go ahead and mop up this living room, and then we'll head into that little hallway area.
I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco light. They can try, but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love.
We have not pulled this piano out since we put it here, which was like almost a year ago, or maybe it was a year ago, and there was so much dust back here. I saw it like creeping out the sides, and so I was like, it's time. So we pulled it out. There was also a bunch of command hooks back here because at Christmas time I had a wreath hanging on this mirror, and they kept falling, and I would just add a new one instead of like digging back here for it. And so now we have a bunch of command hooks, but we're gonna go ahead and sweep up this mess. And I wanted to give y'all some context in case you're new here or you just didn't know much about Oliver. So Oliver is 18 months old, and his nap schedule it usually runs about noon or 1 o'clock. Sometimes it runs a little bit later, and I don't like to push it too early because then it's just so hard to get him to lay down. But if I wait until he's a little bit more tired, then he takes a really good nap. His naps are usually about 2 hours long. Once in a while, he'll only sleep for about an hour and a half, but that's really rare these days. He takes a really good long nap, and what I do in the morning is play like really hard with him outside, or I'll play with toys in his nursery, and I'll just make sure to wear him out really good. And I used to put him down before lunch and then feed him lunch when he woke up, but now we do lunch before he lays down, and that way he's good and full. And then I fill up a bottle and put him in his crib or in my bed, and he will take a super long nap. So it's been super helpful. I can get so much done around the house. But in case you were wondering about like how old he is and how long his nap is, that's kind of some context there. I know that some babies don't sleep for this long, and I honestly don't know how some moms get it all done, because even in 2 hours I just feel like I can't get everything done. So it's kind of funny. Me and my sisters and my mom all joke about like your first kid is usually your easiest, and then your second kid like really just gives you a hard time, because your first kid you're like, oh, I want another one, and then you have another one and that one is not so easy. So hopefully if we decide to have another one, it will be just as easy as Oliver has been. He's been a little sweetheart and he sleeps pretty good. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this haul vacuumed up. All of those clothes are going to be donated. I actually tried to get on a Facebook page that sells kids clothes locally, and you get to like exchange back and forth with other moms. But like half of the people that bought from me ghosted, and so I'm not going to do that anymore. That's a big waste of time. I'm just going to take it to donate, or I may try to do Raylana next year. I think that's an Arkansas thing, but it's where all the moms that are trying to get rid of kids clothes that no longer fit, they go to this I don't know what, it's kind of like a flea market for kids clothes. You all kind of like list your kids' items for sale, and you can purchase other people's stuff, or you can sell your stuff. I may try to do that this year. I don't know, because I'm like super impatient with stuff like that. I may just have to stick with donations. But anyways, that's what all of that stuff was. I had to go put that in my car. The living room is officially cleaned up. I just have to figure out what to do with Opie's little house there in the hallway, because it's really getting on my nerves. But now Oliver is awake from his nap, and we are going to tackle his little nursery.
I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up.
Oliver loves to help clean, and it's the cutest thing. If we're in a store or something and there's something on the ground, he makes sure to tell us. He wants it picked up right then and there. Or if he sees litter on the ground outside, we have to stop everything to pick it up. That's who Oliver is. And I just want to share this little birdhouse with y'all. I've shared it before on my channel and lots over on my Instagram, but this is the coolest little thing. It suction cups to the window, and Oliver can just sit there and watch birds really close up, eat the little sunflower seeds, and we have seen so many different kinds of birds, lots of really big fat cardinals, and those are the coolest in my opinion. We got some bluebirds in there. We've had lots of finches. Those blackbirds are a dime a dozen. We have like a ton of birds in here. I told y'all in last week's video we get about 50 an hour depending on the day, but we get a ton of birds in that birdhouse. So it'll be linked below. It's in my LTK. The coolest thing ever. It's just from Walmart, and I think it's like 15 bucks. But let's go ahead and finish cleaning up Oliver's room, and then we're going to call it a day. I'm going to have to cook some dinner and things like that. But I think we did a pretty good job at getting a lot of stuff done during Oliver's nap today.
I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa, no, not yet, whoa, no, not
always says that you gotta take the chance you get.
I hope that today's video gave you lots of motivation to get up and tackle something in your house in amongst the chaos and the kids and all of the things. But thank y'all so much for stopping by today's video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you. But I will see y'all next week. Bye.